Hello students, this is Benazir Fatima, Assistant Professor, School of Legal Studies, BPD University. I'm going to take my lecture on micro and macroeconomics. This is the index which contains Introduction to Microeconomics, Introduction to Macroeconomics, and then the difference between them. Now we start to know the definition of microeconomics. What does microeconomics means? Basically, micro means small. Thus, microeconomics deals with the study of individuals in terms of their behavior. It is concerned with the things like customer decision making and utility maximization, firm production and profit maximization, individual market equilibrium, effects of government regulation on individual markets, externalities there, and other market side effects. Now, since it is clearly given that micro means small, hence we start to study the behavior of the individual from the very beginning. The behavior may consist of their decision-making capacity and how they utilize the commodity they use, what level of satisfaction they achieve, what utility the product gives them after the consumption. It is also concerned with the behavior and the decisions of the firms in terms of production and profit maximization. It studies how each and every firm is going to maximize the profit and figure out the ways in which they can expand their production and expand their profit as well. It is also concerned with the individual market equilibrium where demand and supply should be equal, giving a particular price level to a commodity. And it also studies the effect of government regulations on individual markets, how it is being affected by the government regulations. So under microeconomics, we basically deals about the very basic decisions of the individuals, be it the firm, be it the industry, be it the individual, the basic decision how they are going to plan their demand, how they're going to plan their expenses, how they're going to take decisions regarding the available commodities in the market, and how things happens to be in equilibrium after their decisions. So basically it is the study of individuals in terms of their behavior. Now this slide consists of a definition of macroeconomics apart from analyzing the individual markets that we have studied in microeconomics. Macroeconomics focuses on aggregate production and consumption in an economy. It studies various topics like the effect of general taxes such as income and sales, taxes on output prices, causes of economic upswings and downturns, effects of monetary and fiscal policy on economic health, how interest rates are determined, why some economy grow faster, and things like that, which considers an aggregate concern. Now the study of economy as a whole is basically known as macroeconomics. Under macro, we study the problems, the issues which is related with the entire economy. We studied the production and consumption which is related to the entire economy, and it is termed as aggregate production and consumption. We study how taxes are affecting the entire economy. We study how prices are affecting the entire economy. What is the reason behind the economic upswings and downturns? We are studying how fiscal and monetary policy helps to keep the economy in balance, helps to control the interest rate, helps to control the amount which is lent by the banks, how to control the demand, how to control the supply in an aggregate state. What is the reason behind why some economy grow faster and why some economy still lags behind? All these issues, all these concerns are studied under macroeconomics. Now to figure out the difference, we have a table which clearly differentiate between micro and macroeconomics. Just quickly go through the table. Study of individual under microeconomics, we have the study of individual economic unit of an economy, and on the macro side we have study of economy as a whole. In the next slide, we have determines with the individual income, output, and the price, and the other. And in the other macroeconomics, it deals with national income, aggregate general price level, national income, etc. On the micro side, we have it consists of individual entities, and macro consists of basically micro is the foundation of macroeconomics. Micro is used to determine the method of improvement for individual business. On the other hand, it is used to determine an economy's overall health, standard of living, and improvements needs. Now, the central problem for micro is price determination, whereas for macro is the level of income and employment. The tools in microeconomics are demand and supply of a particular commodity, whereas for macro, it is the aggregate demand and aggregate supply of economy as a whole. It helps to solve the central problem of what, how, and for whom to produce under microeconomics, and under macro, it helps to solve the central problem of full employment of resources in the economy. Under micro, it discusses how equilibrium of an individual producer or industry is attained. Under macro, it is concerned with the determination of equilibrium level of income and employment of the economy. Under micro, price is the main determinant of microeconomic problem, whereas income is the major determination of macroeconomic problem. Now we have certain examples which clearly differentiates between micro and macroeconomics. So let's go through them. Under microeconomics, examples are individual income, individual savings, price determination of a commodity, firm's output, etc. Now we see these things are done at a micro level, at a small or basically at the individual level. All the things are involving individual before them. We are concerned with individual income, saving, decision making, price determination, behavior, everything at micro level, everything at individuals level. Under macro, we have the examples such as national income, which is concerning the entire economy. We have national saving, we have general price level, we have aggregate demand and supply, we have the problem of unemployment, we have a problem of inflation, etc. So these are the issues which are basically concerned and studied under macroeconomics. Now, from this table, it is clear that the differentiation between micro and macro is like the base for macroeconomics is microeconomics, and the future and the further study, the building blocks of microeconomics is the macroeconomics. So that they both are dependent on each other. One is the base and one is the structure. So under microeconomics, we have the basic aggregates, we have the basic factors, the demand and supply, we have the basic factors of individual income, how it is spent, how things are saved, what price determination could be done for a commodity, what is the firm's output, what is the industry's output. All these things are studied under microeconomics. How an individual is going to behave with a given price level, having his own budget, considering the demand he has, considering the supply he owns, he sees in the market. Everything is determined at a individual level under microeconomics. Whereas if these things are collectively recorded, if these things are collectively taken together as a one unit, taken together as a one entire unit, like the whole economy, then these things combine to form the problems in macroeconomics. These things are studied under macroeconomics. All the individual things are clubbed up to form the issues under macroeconomics. That is why whatever is the things which is related, whatever are the things related to the microeconomics clubbed up to form a big a big platform which is studied under the macroeconomics. Whatever problems, whatever situations, whatever incidents, happenings, whatever happens at the individual level, this when spreads to the entire economy, then it becomes a concern of a macroeconomics. So with example and with the table, I guess now the differentiation is clear in your mind. I once again repeat the definition to make this concept further clear to you. Microeconomics is a study of the individual's behavior, and macroeconomy basically studies the economy as a whole. Here I rest my lecture. Thank you.